Sylvia here, host of The Silly Kitchen, and I'm here again with an awesome, inspirational Farmway Foods recipe, and today we are talking Philly cheesesteak. When you get your Philly cheesesteak in your Farmway Foods package, obviously the initial instinct is Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, steak, cheese, peppers, onions, delicious, right? But what if I told you you could do something different than that? Today, we are making Philly cheesesteak pizza. The first thing you need to do is obviously thaw out your packages of Philly cheesesteak from Farmway Foods in a sink of cold water. Usually does it for me just an hour before wanting to cook. Let's head over to the stovetop and cook out our peppers, our onions, and our Philly cheesesteak meat so that we can prepare our pizza. Philly cheesesteak beef from Farmway Foods comes in tiny little slices. So all I simply do is put the beef in the frying pan and just kind of start pulling apart the little pieces away from each other so that I can get very thin slices cooked. You just keep kind of moving it around and pulling it apart, you will get there. Almost immediately put in all of your bell peppers and onion as well, because it's not going to take a long time for any of this to cook. I do have a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, and the only seasoning I'm going to use here is a little bit of salt and pepper. Once your peppers and your onions are soft and translucent, your beef is all cooked out, you know you're ready to go. You can make that ahead of time and just leave it in the fridge cold before building your pizza, or you can go right from the stovetop to building your pizza. So you've got your Philly cheesesteak mixture. You also need some mozzarella cheese and your favorite barbecue sauce. Now, the only thing I'm going to suggest about barbecue sauce is for this recipe, I'm going with like a more smoky and peppery barbecue sauce, but I would probably think that anything too sweet would be the only thing I wouldn't want on this pizza. I want something definitely smoky and savory for a Philly cheesesteak pizza. So I'm gonna spread a nice small layer of sauce on my pizza dough. And I mean, if you want it saucier than this, you go ahead and add as much sauce as you want. But I'm gonna show you as we layer this why I'm doing a small amount. Okay, that feels good to me. Now, before we even get to the cheesesteak mixture, cheesesteak mixture, that's a hard one to say. I want a small layer of cheese on my pizza for my base. Oh, and this is a great time for you to preheat your oven to 425 degrees as well. While we're building, the oven needs to heat up. So a nice small layer of cheese to start. Now we are ready for our cheesesteak mixture to go on top. So I want to spread out the beef and those peppers and onions evenly, or as evenly as I can, so that every single bite of pizza is gonna have some peppers, some onions, and some beef, of course. Now, remember when I said I used a thin layer of sauce on the bottom of my pizza? That's because now, on top of the beef, I'm gonna add a little extra sauciness. This way I get layers of flavor on my pizza. I mean, Who doesn't love layers of flavor? Now your second layer of cheese. Because we gotta have cheese on the bottom and on the top, that way everything holds together beautifully. Now, all those layers are ready for the oven. Like I said, you've preheated your oven to 425 degrees. Depending how thick your pizza crust is and how well done you like it will determine the time. I'm gonna go with about 12 to 14 minutes or so on my pizza dough, and we will see you after that. 14 minutes later, my pizza is ready. The cheese is melted, the aroma from the sauce and the cheese and the steak and the peppers and the onions. I'm ready to dive into this. I hope you guys try a Philly cheesesteak pizza at home, because you don't always just have to make a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. You can change it up. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope that you are inspired to do some cooking at home and have a great pizza night. Check out Farmway Foods and enjoy your day.